I'm talking about self-care. Self-care. How many of you really move into taking care of yourself? What are some of the things that you do? It's the text, the talk, and the takeaway. I want to hear from you as I'm turning to Matthew 22, 36 through 40. Matthew 22, 36 through 40. What do you do to take care of yourself? What do you do to take care of yourself? In Matthew 22, 36 through 40, and I want to read that. It's a little long, but I really think that you'll get what I'm trying to share this morning by getting the whole word. Hearing that Jesus had silenced the Sadducees, listen, the Pharisees got together. Now, you know they got together to try to trick Jesus. One of them, an expert in the law, tested him with this question: Teacher or master, depending on your translation, which is the greatest commandment in the law? Jesus replied, you know, Jesus got an answer. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. Here it is. This is where we're going to focus. And the second is like it. Catch this. Love your neighbor as yourself. For all the laws of the prophets hang on that. Love your neighbor as yourself. I want to talk about this morning self-care. Self-care. And with respect to veterans, this term, going to teach you guys something who's not in the military or been, ATSO. There's an acronym called ATSO. It's called the ability to survive and operate. When I think of Veterans Day, when I think of this text, I think of ATSO. And when I think of self-care, I think of it even more. The ability to survive and operate. What does ATSO mean? ATSO means that when you're in war, you're on the battlefield, you must have certain skills in order to survive, that you might be able to operate and defeat the enemy after an attack. So we learn how to do buddy care, we called it. You learn how to do tourniquets. You had to learn how to do the basic medical treatment of people who were hit in weapons or whatever the case may be, a bomb exploding. You learn how to put your gas mask on and then check your fellow airmen after you put your gas mask on to survive after the chemical attack. You learn how to give one another what is that? CPR. There you go. There you go. You learn how to do that. Press compressions on one's chest. If I remember correctly, it was 2 breaths for every 15 pushes. 2 breaths for every 15 pushes. Might be different now. But what you did is that you had to learn how, CPR, thank you, to really help somebody else. What I found, though, that when Jesus starts talking about the greatest of all of the commandments, second to loving God, you got to love your neighbor as yourself. Therefore, you have to have some kind of self-care. You must do 3 things. 1, you must know yourself before you can love yourself and care for yourself. Who are you? You ever ask yourself that question? What are your triggers? What are your satisfiers? Do you know you, or does the enemy know you better than you? It's not a good thing for the enemy to know you better than you. So who are you? Have you ever asked yourself, what are the things that move me and what are the things that stop me? Who am I? What is the thing? I've gone to Ancestry.com and paid a lot of money for them to research me and my family. Found out that how far we go back, because I wanted to know, who am I? Before you can take care of somebody else, you got to know yourself. Here's the second thing is this. You got to be yourself after you know yourself. Don't let anyone deter you from being you. God cannot bless an imposter. He can't. He's waiting on you to be you so he can bless you. So many times we get so caught up into not knowing who we are, not being who we are, and then we expect God to bless you. God is not trying to bless the person that has the mask on, but the person behind the mask. The third thing is, if you know yourself, if you be yourself, you got to love yourself. Let me explain. I'm not talking about falling in love with yourself. I'm talking about accepting yourself. Accept who you are, whatever the case may be. I'm constantly trying to do self-care, from facials at night to working out in the morning. But every time I look in the mirror, I'm reminded that there ain't but so much you're going to be able to do there. You better accept yourself. And that means love yourself. We're not talking about falling in love with yourself. That's narcissistic. So know yourself, be yourself, love yourself. Here's your takeaway. Your takeaway is this. In order to have buddy care starts with self-care. Take care of yourself so that you might be able to carry out what Jesus said is the second most important commandment. You cannot love your neighbor until you love yourself and take care of yourself. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you, give you peace. Happy Veterans Day. Enjoy your day. God bless you. See you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna. Share the manna with one other person.